Ooh. And it appears that we have immediately continued right after the to be continued.
I did it on
Nonetheless,
purpose.
well, hopefully it will be next time. But nonetheless, welcome to the second chapter of the Idea Comics tabletop universe, Crumbling Legacy, where we begin in a very different place, but with a lot of the same players. Say hi, lovely heroes.
Sup?
Amazing.
I'm new here.
And the other one's deafened and muted, by the way.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's a
So-
problem with what you're trying
Yeah.
to
Oh no.
Someone's
It's
making
all
sure the
ruined. I'll
audio's
have to
okay.
start over. No. Okay, it's fine.
DM's a little quiet.
DM is a little
Am I?
quiet. Alright, I can change. Oh, why are you so low on my end? Yeah, there we go. That should be better. I got 100%.
Fantastic. Now I can practice my atonal screaming. Okay.
It's
But
good
either
that
way,
reason that you cut out as soon as you did that.
amazing.
Should
And
be
I
good
will
now.
say that with this, we open on a new chapter of the Idea Comics tabletop universe, specifically pertaining to the past and the legacy of those who still share the heroes' names. Particularly, a famous one. But we don't start with him. We start with rain. Rain over a dark city. It, of course, started raining in New Pine City as soon as spring began, and right now it's been a couple of days into April, and it's rained every single day, downpour after downpour. New Pine City has changed. Whatever it was, it's almost unrecognizable. It used to be a stunning place, one of the jewels of the West Coast, one of the brightest American cities on the Pacific, but now the deeper you go, the worse it looks. This place has changed. It's darker, almost more evil. The sidewalks are cracked, and rarely anyone goes out beyond the shadows, especially not at night. Somewhere deep in those streets, there is a streetlight that's starting to grow a little more weathered with time. Bit of mold travels up the telephone pole it's based on, and it flickers once, twice, then goes out. The superhero world suffers a serious blow today as Alexander Atomov, better known as the super scientist Dr. Atom, has fallen into illness and become unresponsive. The 98-year-old philanthropist and head of AtomCo was wheeled into intensive care this morning, and while eyewitness information is tentative at the moment, many fear he will not recover. AtomCo has sent no comment as many speculate who the next head of the company may be in his imminent absence. Bowley Hospital. St. Bowley's Hospital, specifically. It's one of the best in the city, but even then, it's like saying you're the one pearl in the middle of the sunken ship of the Titanic. It looks well enough, especially from the outside. It makes up part of the skyline, same as the AtomCo Tower and everywhere else. But it clearly shows a little more problems when you go inside. There's leaks in some places from the oncoming torrent. And the lights, they stay on, but they're fluorescent. They wash over everything and kill the color. And no matter how healthy you are, you kind of look like a zombie. It's sterile, it's chill, but it's almost a little cold. The AC is too high. And spring hasn't exactly sprung. And we move throughout the hallways and the corridors, past rows of nurses discussing things, doctors performing surgeries, and many of its denizens to one man, Alexander Atomov. He was a he is a vibrant and lovely man, and even if you sort of passed him and his hospital room, you'd see that he has a bit of those rosy cheeks and that sort of small nose, not altogether unlike a squash, and the big poofy mustache and the hair that, while definitely male pattern baldness, does show a little bit of that whimsical joy the man always had. He'd normally be wearing a lab coat and be experimenting on something, but no, he's in a coma. He's in scrubs in a hospital bed, like every other patient at St. Bowley's. Cold, and possibly emotionless in his stupor, but not dead. He's surrounded by 4 people. The first is the man beside him in that small place. It's not even his own room. He simply has one of the places in one of the beds in the ER with only a little bit of curtainage to hide him from others. However, he does have a corner spot, so at least he has a little bit of purchase, although it's right next to the entrance. The man beside him is sort of standing over him, close to his bed, like a long shadow. He looks far better than the man who is altogether in a coma he might not wake up from. He has swept back hair, a beard. He's graying, but all of it's maintained, not a hair out of place. And yet, as no matter how good he looks, there's a distinctive feeling that he looks like he doesn't belong here. There are 2 beside him, sort of staying close, almost huddling around him. One of them shivers, the other does not. The first is a woman who, like her father, shares that natural beauty that he has, but has an expression that's about as cold as the room. The other shivers, but doesn't seem to be very cold. The third knew the man. They knew Alexander Atomov. Inu, who are you? And how did you know the man who lies before you?
I'm pretty sure I heard the name wrong, but I assume that was my name.
Yes, it was Inu, yes.
Is that how you say your name?
It was, it's more I didn't hear it as that.
Ah,
Oh,
I see.
Minecraft.
We are. Look at that.
Well, he helped me with my mutation, at least understanding it. And, was kind of more of a father figure than my actual one, so that's also something.
That certainly is also something. What does Inu look like in this cold, washed out room?
Basically, the stereotypical half dog, half human. A human with dog attributes as, for example, the tail and ears.
I see. It's a little rude to think of your father as such when he's literally standing right beside you. But by the fact that he's not really mourning the man, maybe that was a bit of a pearl of truth in that statement. It
Man, I
is.
got so used to him not being here that I forgot he was here.
Oh my god, and now you're looking at him. Yeah, he does look a little older than you remember. How long has it been? A year? Maybe 6 months? No, it's probably under a year since you last really had a direct discussion with a man. Well, Ashley, there was the whole talk of what is about to happen. He wasn't enough of a prick to not discuss it with you, at least. He looks over the man, uh, Dr. Adam, in the scrubs with the IV and all that, and the slow beeping, the only noise you hear, as he finally speaks up with almost the exact same tone he would in a board meeting. Yes, it is truly a shame that he's going like this. Your sister speaks up. He's 98. He probably slipped in the shower or something. These things happen. Hmm, perhaps. What do you think, Inu?
He's leaving too soon.
Oh, quite. Well, they gotta leave sometime. You know how it is. What do you think, Bernie? And at the other end of the bed, sort of shrinking into a corner, is your brother, the burnout, the sort of twitchy looking young man who, from the pockmarks, does look a little older than he should. Yeah, I agree with the Inu. It's sad to see him like this. You know, a shadow things. Really? Is that what you think? Yeah. I mean, if yeah, yeah, yeah. Still, we must continue business as usual. And yet, above the sound of that beeping, that rhythmic pulse of the heartbeat, as he is still alive, something sort of raises in the distance. The sound of footsteps. Ooh, I see. Oh, I must be coming. We do have our parts to play. Outside of that room, sort of sitting in with, well, not sitting, more leaning against the wall, just sort of writing things, is a nurse, a young woman, about 20, doing her job just like everyone else. Sort of darker hair, tanner skin. And she doesn't see you, Desmond, until you're right up on her. And it's not even on purpose, I take it, that this happens.
Of course not.
uh,
Excuse me, madam.
sorry about that. I thought you were just chatting. We're only
Right.
letting in next of kin or people who represent the patient's company. Are
Yes,
you?
I am quite close, as I am his head of staff, if you were.
Oh, I see. What do
Yes.
you look like as you sort of, well, you have presented yourself to this woman?
A gentleman. Done up hair, well, finely combed hair, glasses, a nice suit, and the etiquette of a butler, if you would.
I see. I see. I mean, it might take a little while to call back and get it all checked out, and it seems that someone's already stepping up to meet both you and the nurse. Your old boss, Desmond, the
Lovely.
man who was sort of standing beside Mr. Alster Usher. No worries. This man's with the company. I can vouch for it as the COO. Good. We'll just do the checkups in the background later then. Of course, of course. Desmond, you look good.
But of course, you seem to have gotten a little gray in your hair, I see.
Ah, yes, it takes a lot of work to try and make up, considering the poor man's absence.
Yes,
I,
well, try not to work yourself to death.
hmm. Well, either way, I believe that he should be doing fine. As he seems to be sort of walking, I take it you're following alongside.
But of course.
You remember my children, yes?
Yes, I remember
Vivian,
them.
Bernie,
Mhm. How are all of you doing?
Could be better.
Eh, I'd rather not prefer to stay in the middle of a hospital room. But I'm fine. You know, uh, keeping on. Although I wish he would be saying the same. He's in a coma, Bernie. He can't think. Viv just puts up the cigarette to her mouth as the nurse says, "No smoking." Fine.
You may not be able to think, but you clearly can't read.
Shut up,
Ah,
you.
how I've missed the children's squabbles.
Either way, I believe that VIP hasn't arrived yet, has he?
Yeah, I do believe he is on his way.
Really? You've talked with him?
Yes, quite so.
I see. Uh, I believe, though, I do wish that he had enough time in his busy schedule to speak with his fiance, as he sort of glances over to you,
Uh-huh.
Yeah, this is all rather sudden.
Oh, yes, to be sure, but I assure you it's only a marriage in the paperwork, just to make sure that everything is a little bit good. He can like her, or, well, you can like him, but if it doesn't, no harm, no foul.
Ah, yes, because that is what a young girl wishes to hear. Her father saying, it's not really about love.
Viv just sort of looks to you and just goes, "Is it ever?"
You'd be surprised. The lengths some people will go.
But it is him. It's Sink, isn't it?
Sinclair,
Yes.
yeah.
Obviously, it is Bernie. Yeah, you you did pay attention in the middle of all of those meetings, didn't you? Come on. Oh, or wait. Were you in the middle of one of your little hazes? That well, I was. Nonetheless, I don't believe we should fight at a time like this. It is a funeral.
Uh,
At least a funeral
Not
within the company.
dead.
yes, I'd rather you not refer to it as a funeral, sir. Quite
My
rude.
apologies. I did let that slip a little bit, but frankly,
Mhm.
the man is 98, and I do not believe that he has the means to continue running the company. Although
Mm.
maybe we should see if Desmond, or not Desmond, Sinclair is.
Whether he be fit or not, he's still not dead. If he steps down, he steps down.
Hmm.
Tis another matter entirely.
I was in the middle of discussing it with him before all of this happened. It really is a tragedy.
My mind just went to the scene from Helsinger Bridge. Someone poisoned our afternoon brandy.
Traitora, how could this happen?
Yes.
But either way, eventually, discussing a man does allow one's ears to burn. And Sinclair,
Hmm.
a lot of questions come to mind in this instance. How did they find you? First, they probably would have sent an email, but if that didn't work, they'd call. But if that didn't work, they'd send Desmond.
And boy, did they send Desmond.
They sure did.
There's no escape.
You don't know how they
Try as he
found you, but
might.
they did. And you weren't hogtied exactly and dragged all the way across the states. Well, actually, no. Were you always in New Pine City?
For his entire life, probably not. For a portion of it, definitely.
I see. It is, familiar to you, this tall city of shadows and darkness. But as you finally arrive, how did you come here? And as you eventually walk in front of these people and describe yourself, why did you come?
Well, Sinclair, with the dusty, almost reddish hair, curly tied into a ponytail behind him, with a very, I don't want to use poofy as the word, but very thick coat covering his body, making it hard to tell, is he muscular or is it all just jacket? The
Or
chest
is he jacked?
There we go.
Jacked it. Yeah.
Jacked it.
Ugh.
That sounds.
Jacked,
There you
that's
go.
it.
If only his name was Jack, that'd make it so much simpler.
No, you had to choose a Reaper like an edgelord. But nonetheless,
But the reason he's here very much is because, well, Desmond would surely just find him if he left.
There is no escape.
And he knows.
it does actually raise a question as you sort of walk into the room. Did you know Desmond before this, or was the first time meeting him, seeing him come out from the shadows and, well, telling you that all the bad news?
If they had met before, Sinclair had not paid attention to it.
Mm. One moment.
Mm-hmm.
Borrowed bread. Ah, speak of the devil, and he shall appear. Sinclair Atomov, how are you doing?
Sorry.
No, could be better. Had to walk for miles,
Mm.
dragged for more.
You could have always used one of your grandfather's limousines. You're not exactly bottom of the rung anymore.
Why would I do that?
Mm. Oh,
It's always the
I
company motorcycle. Would that be more of your suit?
Who the hell knows how to ride a motorcycle in this day and age?
Is it really
I-
gone that far out of fashion?
I suppose it would have been your type. So I agree. Nonetheless, I believe that we've met, but I believe I should introduce you to some of them. Uh, uh, Bernie speaks up as he goes, "Oh, no, I knew him. Sinclair, it's me, Bernard. You remember me, right? From Sparta?" As he tries to reach out a hand to shake yours.
Yeah, I remember. He does not reach out a hand.
Uh, yeah, it's nice to see you again. I mean, we both, parted ways from the company. So, yes, we all know you had a lovely relationship in the back of a van and while he was doing all the work. Nonetheless, Father, continue. Oh, yes. It is nice that you both were acquainted, but this is Vivian, my right-hand girl, who's been continuing work while all of this has happened, which is why I'm a little bit impatient. My apologies. I have like 5 meetings after this.
Oh, I'm so sorry for being late.
Yes, you should. But
Someone can't hear
nonetheless,
sarcasm.
the last
Quite
and,
the
well,
charmer.
the most important is, well, I presume you've got the information. This is Inu.
Okay.
Yes, well, I'm sure that you'll have plenty of time to get to know each other. I believe that we have continued, as far as we know. I just came to see the man, and I'm glad that Desmond, you'll take it from here, yes?
Yes, I'd be more than happy to.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, old friend. But nonetheless, I believe we have to go. Say bye, Vib. Bye, Viv. Picks out a cigarette again as he begins to walk out. And Bernie just sort of stops for a little bit for like half a second, although he's trying to clear the thought. It was nice seeing you again.
Sinclair would nod at him.
Yeah, yeah. Just tries to give that awkward wave as he begins to move out, leaving you three for at least this brief period of time before your grandfather, or rather his living remains.
I believe that's called a body, yes.
Yes, I tried to find a way to say it. That was very gentle and elegant, but nah, he's comatose and he's still breathing. He's still got a heartbeat, and he's right in front of you.
I mean, could have been worse. He could have just called him a vegetable.
Yeah, he's a vegetable. He's in a vegetative state.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm glad he's gone. So, anything you'd like to discuss or do?
Such as.
I don't know. I'm just here to facilitate. It's not
Facilitate what?
what you need. I'm at your service, both of you.
I never asked for a butler and I don't need one.
I'm sorry I'm a package deal, I'm afraid. You already have the box. Not much you can do now.
Nonetheless, as you're beginning to sort of discuss this stuff a little bit awkwardly, considering despite the fact that two of you might be getting married, this is the first time you've talked. The awkwardness is palpable. Someone begins to walk into the room.
Mm.
He's a bit sudden, making his way past the nurse. Is like, wait, are you with Dr. Atomov? You need to sign up for a. He doesn't even notice her. It almost seems like he's completely ignoring her as he begins to move forward towards your grandfather, Sinclair. There's a couple behind him. Five. The most beautiful woman you've ever seen, for, well, at least two of you. Desmond, you recognize her as a bitch. A
That egg.
younger woman who seems to be as stiff as a pole, yet has eyes that sort of look at you all as she's walking into the room a little suddenly, and four armed guards with only their eyes visible.
Oh no, not Dr. Sin with an AC of 15.
No, not even but him. And I'll just reveal the other ones as well, as
What's
he
it
seems
at
to
AC-15?
he seems to move past you as he doesn't even sort of grant your presence, and says he begins to move towards the man and begins need to get some just puts his hands on the bed, sort of listens. Are still working as for his breath. moves in. Yes, yes, he's very fit. Hey, you guys can't be in here. What are you doing? Just, he doesn't even respond. He just flits his hand as the woman proceeds to go. Forgive me. We're here to see the man. You need to sign up. You need to sign up for that. And then another begins to walk closer. Don't fucking do that. Shut the up. Because as he's noticed, there are 4 armed guards.
Mm-hmm.
How do you respond to this strange little thing right as you were starting to get to know one another?
Are the theatrics really necessary? Could you not have just
Oh,
gone through the procedures?
Oh, absolutely. But you know the doctor. He has to do things.
This is why you do things in advance when you know he's going to do things.
Well, yes.
That's your job.
Well, not when he's so worked up like this. Doctor, could you at least say something? His heart is arrhythmic. I can hear it. Well, there you go.
All right, then.
Nonetheless, I believe that. Quiet. I need herbs. Julie, herbs. He speaks in what I am not saying as, but is a sort of like a light Chinese accent that sort of is permeated by the length of age. And he sort of moves around as he grabs the herbs and begins looking through them. It's this little box of them that was passed over by the woman. And he glances to you, Sinclair, for a second. You, heir. If
How
you
do you
don't
mean
let me
heir?
do my work in the next 5 minutes, this man will die. Do you trust me?
Why the hell should I trust you?
Do I trust you not to attack?
If you don't attack me, I have no reason to.
Hmm.
Can I? What is he doing?
You know what? As you're sort of looking about this, the 3 of you can either make me a passive perception or medicine check.
Passive, or can they be active checks?
They can be active if you wish.
Boy, I'd
I
love
would
the active
prefer
one.
that. Can I? Is he attempting to do something more? Is it more like natural medicine, or is he doing something a bit more on the mystic side?
Oh, you're trying to get that Arcana roll, I see.
Oh, yes, I
I would
am.
say with what's your passive arcana?
Either way.
18.
No.
This appears not to be arcana. This is pure and simple herbal sort of healing that he's performing as he literally pulls the sheet aside and
Alright.
pulls open the man's sort of clothes to sort of directly apply it to the chest.
All right, I will do a nature with a little bit of guidance.
Oh, you wish to help him, do you?
I...
I have nature, and I'm going to use guidance.
Go on ahead.
Let me add that modifier.
Ah, man, they're meant for each other.
The
seems
two of you
like
are sort of looking at
Okay.
this with like just genuine confusion. It's like, oh, it's a
Children.
hospital. Nope, now it's a circus episode.
It's not even confusion. For Sinclair, he just doesn't care enough.
17.
You have
Yes.
disadvantage?
Oh, sorry, 18. I don't know why I was looking at the...
What about you? As you see this rigmarole, my dearest Inu, how are you reacting to just whatever the fuck is going on now?
just head cocked to the side, like, what?
Indeed. But as you're looking upon it, he is providing medication for some sort of thing, and you are attempting to help.
I am attempting to discern what he is doing, and is it a good thing or a bad thing? And what
It is
these
most certainly the thing that you know about Dr. Sin from when you worked with him too. You worked with a lot of people, Desmond.
Yes, I am aware of this.
Is that when it is If you want someone dead, he doesn't put his hands on.
Yeah.
Someone else shoots him, or they go in a shark pit, or they get lasered. No,
And he's
this
a
man
supervillain.
is trying to help, and he's going to make a medicine check with
Very well.
advantage.
He gets guidance too.
I'm not sure he
Okie
needs it,
dokie,
but sure.
roll that d4.
Like old times. Brings it to a
Yes.
21. Or he
Except
gets advantage
this-
to 22.
Except this time, they're not trying to play chess. But nonetheless, with the 22, he thumps his hand down. There's a bit of a pause. And then immediately back to just comatose. And there's that long pause where all you can hear is just the beep, the pip of the heart monitor. That should be good enough. Julie, towel. As you wish.
Do the
Pulls
thing.
out a little moist towel.
Yeah, no, that's what I've been wanting. Julie, do the thing.
Passes it over. He wipes his hands of the matter. That should at least solve that. His heart will continue to pump, but whether he gets out of this stupor is up to his will. Perhaps she shall finally fail. As for the rest of you, I believe that I clocked right. You are the heir to Dr. Atom.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Forgive the young master. He's rather shy.
It appears so. Another weakness. What about you? Who are you? As he looks to you, Inu.
I am apparently his bride.
There's a bit of a pause, and Julie just goes, "Oh, just like the old times. Delightful." Nonetheless, I believe that I should explain myself. Seeing as you are Atomov's heir, you should at least earn that. I am Dr. Sin, scourge of 1,000 countries. And you, as it stands, seem to be his heir. With that in mind, I wish for you to understand something, Mr. Desmond. What is his name?
Sinclair.
I see.
Just ignore him.
Just he looks to you for like half a second, then just continues it. Understand me, Sinclair Atomov. I am your grandfather's arch nemesis, and that hatred shall pass off onto you. But there are rules to this business. He snaps his fingers, and 2 step forward says they've sort of stayed in the background for just the whole of the chaos. One is the prim and proper young lady, and the other is one of the armed guards. He sort of glances to them. Oh, Sinclair, what is your passive perception?
That's a good question. I want to say 12.
12. You know, there's the thing where they're supposed to look similar because, uniform, and the fact they're wearing ski masks, so you can't really see their faces. But their eyes are all the same color. And their eyes seem to look the same. While he is infirm, I shall protect you, the last of his family, with my blessings as a gesture of good faith after all these years. You shall have my daughter, Jasmine, to act as a strategic aid, and one of my hands to act as your guard. They both give a bit of a bow, the armed guard sort of very stiffly, but the other one just sort of doing a deeper bow. But with that being said, I wish for you to understand 2 things, Sinclair Atomov. 2 things. He steps a bit closer to you, a little uncomfortably close. Once he is dead, or he returns to his proper strength, this truce will end, and I shall devote myself to destroying Atomov and ruling over everything he holds dear. And if you harm a hair upon my daughter's head, I shall see to it personally to kill you, but not before everyone and everything you love, including her, dies before your eyes. Do you understand this?
Alright, you listen here, old man. Not once have I said that I am this man's heir. Not once have I said that I love anyone here. I don't need your strategist, and I don't need your muscle.
That you are a fool, and you will die one. Nonetheless, I shall leave them to you all the same, so that you may at once gain your wits and possibly change your mind. And with that, he begins to turn away and move off as three of the other guards begin to move with him. And Julie just goes, "Oh, I see. You actually had a bit of a rapport with him. Good for you. Good for you. Desmond, is he the heir, though?"
As far as I know, that is what I've been told.
Ah, great. So no one knows in this situation. Wonderful.
It's the last words before comatose, so.
Oh, that does make sense. I've mostly just pictured he would have just tumbled down the way and just immediately started saying something about his whiff tizzers and fing fangers. Do you know how he passed?
He is not dead.
Could have fooled me.
Did I see you are going senile in your old age, I'm afraid. Maybe
No,
you'll be
well,
the next one on the hospital bed.
oh, you're the one saying that, despite the fact that after all of this, you have just gone lower and lower on the rungs. First, my master, then a couple of capitalists, a couple of bureaucrats, and then a kooky old man, and now a petulant child.
What
What
can I say? I
next?
like to change things up. I
What next?
enjoy
The dog on the
change.
street?
He'd be. Oh, well, I guess you would know that, wouldn't you?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Hmm.
There's a bit of a pause as you two are just bickering like nothing had changed over the past 25 years. Jasmine does sort of walk up to you two and, oh boy, more people in this awkwardness. Everyone is just dead silent. I
Mm-hmm.
Good afternoon. I am, as he mentioned, I am Jasmine, the daughter of Dr. Sin, and I believe that I am here to assist you. I, if at least if my information is correct, we did come as soon as we heard the poor doctor was in the infirm.
And who is this towards?
This is towards, well, you, the both of you, as she's trying to
Who's
judge who
both?
would be the better, yeah, both
The,
trying to
the,
judge who's the better one to talk to about this, because you seem positively standoffish.
you're referring to Inu or Sinclair?
Yes, those two,
Okay.
Inu or Sinclair. Yes,
Makes
my
a lot
bad.
more sense.
Because
I'm
you just
having
kept
a
saying
good
both,
old.
but
Yeah.
Just a cat fight between you two, just back and forth.
well, in that case, your information is wrong. I've never once said nor agreed to be the heir.
I can understand that, but you are the last of his family line, yes? No other grandchildren, or
I wouldn't know.
I see. So you haven't had much time to talk to the man?
Never really cared to.
I see. And as for you, you are the um the young master's wife.
By technicality, yes.
Never agreed on that either.
By
That's what the
technicality.
technicality is.
What do you
Tech-
mean?
Neither of us really agreed to it.
Oh, I see. So it was a formality, like Julie said. Nonetheless, while I do apologize for the suddenness of this, my father is never particularly excellent with it. I am at your service, as well as this clone. Please ignore him. He shall just shadow you. He is only meant to. What is the word, Father? He is only meant to kill and die, nothing more. The bodyguard just sort of bows silently.
Doesn't that just sound familiar?
I do not follow.
You don't need to.
Very well then. Is there anything else anyone would like to talk about before moving on to the next thing? As I realize I moved a little quickly into this.
No, you're good.
Okay.
Mm, I don't
Besides
think.
just the constant back and forths.
Yeah.
And see, that was why you shouldn't have moved from the mainland. I should have just tossed the box in the river.
And
But
then you'd
nonetheless,
be bored out of your mind.
that is ultimately true. But I suppose that this is the next best thing. Julie, we are leaving. Oh, I see. As you were a good butler, may your fortune not entirely fall into ruin all too fast, although, judging by your master, I just have a feeling.
Oh, what are your old bones starting to ache?
Yeah, just a feeling in the wind. I'm sure you'd understand considering how many masters you've been passed to. Toodles!
Mm-hmm. Yes, yes, yes. Bye bye. Let the doors hit you on the way out.
I won't.
Whack.
Hope she shatters those brittle bones of hers.
I believe that that would be a bit much considering her type and stature.
It's a figure of speech. I know it won't happen.
I see. I understand.
Do not worry. All right then, shall we be off, I assume? Are we, DM, are we heading out somewhere? Do we have a place we need to go?
There doesn't appear to be right yet. You have your ability to free roam, and after all, it is an enormously large city.
Yes, that's why I'm like, do we have anywhere we need to head to?
Oh, hey,
You
it's
could
the
always
NPCs.
Oh, let me actually just reveal the NPCs that were just revealed. Oh, nope, wrong one. Wrong layer.
Wrong layer!
Wrong! Alright. And of course, there is heading back to the Atomov Tower, which was, the home and domicile of Dr. Atomov, as well as the laboratory. Or, you could try and catch a coffee, do something. Up to you.
I would assume you'd like to go to the estate.
I don't care what any of you do. I'm just going to leave.
All right. Well, if you really don't want anything to do with this, you need to go through all the proper things to get out of it. Otherwise, we are going to keep hounding you until you die. You do understand this, yes?
No, I don't.
Well, all right. Well, here's the easiest way out for you if you really want to be out of this. once all of the official things have gone through with your marriage and all of that, and you have officially inherited all that it is, you can simply transfer it all to Miss Inu and then be done with it.
If Miss Inu would be willing to do so, I believe.
That is, yes, of course.
The pup
But
doesn't
that's
look
your
like they can handle that.
Well, her father will take over most likely, which is not the best thing, but that's what will most likely happen.
Oh, I see. It must be some noble cat, some kind.
Yes, but that is the best way to rid yourself of the situation entirely. But that will still take time.
What a pain.
Or, of course, if Mr. Atomov gets up, and then he can write you out of the will. Either way, you are unfortunately stuck in this situation.
Yes, yes, of course I am.
Miss Inu, any thoughts?
No, not really.
All right, then,
You
mate.
seem to both be rather indecisive. But
Yeah,
Let's
nonetheless,
just head to the estate, then.
alrighty.
If
As you
neither one are
begin,
making a decision.
alrighty, you make your way from the edge of downtown over here to just downtown regular. There's a bridge.
Are you gonna
I
put little tokens on the map to show where things are?
fuck it, I'll just plop down sync.
Oh no,
Where in the
not the
world
sink.
is where in the world is Sinclair Atomov?
That's a good
But
question.
as you begin to make your way down, I take it. Well, there's several ways to do it. You could, of course, take a limousine, which your father kind of sold most of those, but there is probably one or two still around for chauffeurance. You could try and take the train, or you could simply just sort of walk in the rain.
Well, the
and
others don't
possibly
have to,
catch.
but Sink will be using his own 2 feet.
So be
I
it.
see.
What will the
Yes.
other two be doing?
I have no other choice.
I guess I'm walking.
We'll
I
just
guess we're walking.
in that case, yeah, you walk, you take the bus, you take the metro. It's like a 10-minute thing since you were pretty close already. And eventually you do make your way to, well, Atomov Tower. I believe it actually can be seen in the stream in the background. Oh, actually no, it got
Not
cut
right
out.
now.
Oh no. It is a very tall sort of tower. First starting off like a skyscraper with the pavilions and whatnot, and then eventually moving into a three-way pyramid with, of course, AtomCo emblazoned on it in neon. It does look like it was originally painted very bright red, but over time in the rain and the darkness, as it seems like the sun's already setting at 3 p.m., it is starting to go a little darker. But either way, you enter through the doors and you find that there's, of course, the waiting room for further stuff, as this is also one of the main business areas. And there is a very, very tired looking blonde, glasses secretary who's just sort of trying to type things out and sort of, yes, yes, I'll get to that in just a sec. I, oh, good God. How much? Well, there's two questions I'll ask you, Desmond, since you've been the most Johnny on the spot about this sort of stuff.
Sure.
How do you how well have you kept up the tower since, well, the company was kind of failing under Atomov, but yeah, how well have you been doing with the limited budget? You've been keeping it well kept,
Yes.
looking decent, all that jazz?
Yes. I am holding the thing together as best as I can.
And it shows. It looks pretty decent. And of course, you probably know a lot of the workers in there.
Mhm.
Probably not all of them, but like a lot.
Most likely. I
Indeed.
mean,
So
a passive history of 18 is that good enough that I could just know
oh
all of
yeah,
their
you know
names?
almost everyone working there.
Yes.
And this lady right here,
Uh-huh.
yeah, fuck it, let's call her Leslie.
Leslie.
Leslie is the one who probably works here the most. And considering the people that have been sort of laid off by the usher, she's probably the one who's been forced to wear the most hats as she sort of sees you goes, oh, thank God, Desmond. I sort of glances to you two. I don't have a stat block for this woman. I'm going to roll, see if they recognize. Is this a bad time to
Just
talk?
tell me.
Okay, good. Okay, so there might be a problem in the nucleus.
Yes, and what might that problem be?
Well, I have one direct communication way with um maybe if I just pass the phone, you can tell in her eyes that it's not doing all right.
Take the phone.
All
One
right.
moment. And what do I hear? What screams of horror do
It's a little screamy, but you can tell that the guy behind it is a little bit cooler as it's like, right, is this another one of those guys in the fucking suits, or do I have somebody who actually knows what's going on?
Well, if you tell me what's going on, I'll know what's going on. Now tell me.
Well, that's good to know. Yeah, this is Agent Jack Loba from Sparta.
Uh-huh.
We were doing the investigation post thing, and one of the experiments has busted out. I don't know how to fucking tell you. As you're sort of nearby, what's your passive it's a 12, isn't it, Sinclair?
11. Oh,
Yes.
St. Clair is 12. I thought you were talking about me.
You hear that voice and you know that name. Oh god. Oh god, it's Agent Loba, your coworker. Your former coworker, at least.
Mm-hmm.
If Bernie was the guy in the chair and you were the guy who was doing all the snooping, Loba was the Loba was the guy who would come in with the SWAT teams. And you guys came to blows a lot about this shit. But secondly, Inu, you with I say you have pretty good past perception, right?
No.
Oh
I have a
no.
10.
I'm the
Okay,
highest of 12?
Yeah,
You
it
Oh
appears this
no!
group is not very perceptive.
oh no, it's the low wisdom party after last one was low strength party. Oh no. Okay.
I think we still have, well, no, except for St.
Hi.
Clair.
Hi.
Y- You have heard a little bit of what's going on. You don't entirely know. You know one thing. The nucleus. That's where you were training with with Dr. Atomov and, all the other experiment stuff.
Hmm.
So you at least know where that is and what that is.
Sink would just mutter under his breath, that man can't do anything right on his own.
What the fuck did I just hear?
I said, how loud is that phone?
Man, that is one very mightily strong sounding phone. That microphone.
The man does have a passive perception of 16.
Is
So
the
he's
phone on
not
speaker?
Through a phone.
All right.
Are you saying this man
So,
can hear a pin
are you
drop
requesting assistance?
bad. Yes, I am requesting assistance. We tried to get the comms on, but apparently whatever the fuck this thing is managed to get them all busted. So we need help. And then it cuts out.
All right, well, I'll be taking a sidetrack. If you care to join me in seeing the nucleus, you're more than welcome to. As he starts making his way.
I mean, I've
Yeah.
seen it
Ugh.
before.
The the elevator works if y'all need to use it, but
Hate the
you know,
elevator.
Mm-hmm.
and
Mhm.
awkwardly the other two sort of toddle on behind you as well, the the clone does seem to have at least something to arm himself, but the other one, Jasmine, is just sort of like, so this is, well, it's most certainly not good.
It's budget cuts. That's what causes these problems.
I see, and the budget cuts would be caused by.
Many, many things.
I see. Nonetheless, what should the battle tactic be? Do we just go in and?
Well, I don't. He didn't tell me which one, so I don't know. We're going to go in and see, and then adapt.
I see. So we're going in blind. That is at least
Unfortunately.
Nothing to do when it
decent to
comes to
know.
that, man.
You
Based on what I
know him.
heard, would I be able to tell what it might be, the issue?
Well, I'll say that each of you have at least one thing that you can do to try and prepare to get a little help in the matter.
Hmm?
Mm-hmm.
So with you, you would be trying to remember what it is.
Yeah, like based on what limited information I've got, what could possibly be doing this? What thing broke out?
All right.
So
You
would
And
mentioned
that
one
be
of
a
tokens here.
yes, in the elevator.
Yeah.
As you're just seeing the numbers ding up because this is a pretty tall building.
As
Oh
we're in
shit,
the
this is
as we're in the elevator, Sinclair would just put a briefcase on the floor and just start taking out and putting together a big old scythe.
That is your just sort of looking to you, Desmond, and then just to Ina trying to see if this is a regular thing.
this is theatrics, just let him be.
You want to question how I do things?
I
Um
want to know how you do things, sir.
it's not out of malice, it's out of curiosity and understanding for better strategies.
Yes, exactly, sir.
Like I said, I don't care for your strategies.
You need to learn to accept help.
Nonetheless, Desmond, you're rolling
Yes.
history to try and remember.
Sure. I'll pop a guidance.
Okie dokie. Hey, Ina, what are you gonna do in preparation for whatever?
22.
22. Okay. You at least know what's in there. As it stands, there were there's one constant, well, technically there are four constant experiments. One of them is the woman right beside you.
Mhm,
Two is occasionally Bernie would come in to try different ways to run a little cleaner. Third
mhm.
is the third child of the ushers. And the fourth is whatever the last experiment was. Because you remember, apparently, for that one, 98-year-old Alexander Atomov traveled all the way to fucking Borneo for it.
So it's probably that one.
Well, it's probably not
Could
this
be.
one.
So what is that one? What is it?
You know, since you were in there,
Mm-hmm.
would you try to remember that, or is there anything else you'd like to do to prepare?
I would like to try to remember that.
Oh boy, make me a history or a perception check. I get, well, not perception.
I'm
Well,
doing a history.
insight, I guess. Well, yeah,
Guidance.
history or
I'm
guidance.
still doing a history with guidance. Where's my
Yes.
guidance?
On your sheet.
No, it's more it scrolled down the moment I went to click it.
Mm-hmm.
History, not deception.
You're deceiving the world to get the knowledge.
No,
It is
15.
I'd say that the reason why you get a 15, it's different. You saw what it was, but it wasn't. It was weird. Apparently, when it came in, well, a bunch of guys brought in a big old box with holes in it, and they sat in this new room. They prepared all of it, and then it was not used to it. You would rarely see it. It'd hide in one place, hide in another. Apparently, it was a mutant, and it was particularly smart, but it wasn't altogether. Well, I'll say what Dr. Atomov said. It is not altogether used to what is going on, I would say. But it has a chance for hope. You just have to try with it. It's probably just scared.
What can it do?
Oh, the question is, what can it do? In all seriousness, I am trying to make sure that I can find out. You do remember with your combined stuff that it was intelligence base, as well as possibly telepath. Hard to tell. But
That's sure.
nonetheless, the door dings open, and you know what? I'm
We're
gonna
going
say you can all
officially?
make me a con save.
A
Right now.
con
Oh
save.
boy.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, the fuck.
Bad news, Desmond, and bad news, Inu.
What
You're
you mean
both
to say is
poisoned.
good news, Sinclair, I suppose.
Oh,
Good.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you have a 16? Well, good
No,
news.
no.
Oh,
I have
bad news.
advantage on being. Yes, I have advantage on it. So yes.
You have advantage on poisons, which is very good because sadly, Inu, you are poisoned.
Oh no.
Alright.
As just this creeping air begins to come in, and it's a miasma, but it's at least a miasma you could recognize. As this place is in absolute chaos. There's the distinctive sort of, well, there's that creeping fog that you see all around you. There appears to be a bundle in the corner that is sort of tied up with stuff. And you can hear the slight sound of people like coughing a little bit. But then as you sort of look around, there is a man who sort of nonchalantly sidled up against the window of one of these places because it's a laboratory with all of these pane glass experiment rooms. And it's one that you recognize because you recognize the smell, but you recognize the sound of him. Hold on. Let me get the reveal area. There we go.
At
But in
this,
short,
Sinclair will
to
put up his
describe what's
hood and
going
hide
off,
his face. Or
that
cover,
is how
not
you
hide.
made it. Yes.
Yes.
There is ticking noise in one corner, a lump of someone tied up in another corner, a sound of gentle coughing, and a slight sound of hissing as you see a man in this little, it's half a restriction room and half like hydroponics, as he seems to be just nonchalantly sitting against a corner going, oh, hey.
Hello. So
Inu,
can we
you would
move in?
recognize this as your brother. What do you do?
Do, can we move in the building, in the room?
You can if you wish. Doesn't appear that anything's immediately coming to attack you.
All right.
Not too surprised that you're here.
Oh yes, it's like if I could go anywhere else. I should also probably roll for Jasmine.
You might want to hold your breath.
Oh, yes. Just immediately.
Is it because this is broken?
No, it's because I decided to walk out and see everyone.
No,
What
no,
the
that was out
fuck
of
do you think it
character.
is?
I'm saying the glass
It
because
does
you had
appear that there is. Why is he GM'd? That's weird. But he got a 19. The hand passes.
Mm.
But yes, it does appear that there is a little cracked thing. There's like what appears to be a small like crack in it that's clearly hissing out the air.
more things for the budget.
More things for the budget.
All right. Where is it?
Oh, the thing. Yeah, it made its way out. Started taking over some of these guys. I mean, you can see one. There's one of those dudes who's sort of strung up upside down in the wires of the ceiling, and hey, the lump in the
Hmm.
corner that's been sort of tied up
Oh,
is
someone want to go and tie him?
No, he's fine.
He might know something. Oh, this is going to be a trap. I know it. Starts walking over, ready for something to jump at him the moment he unties him.
What is your passive stealth?
Passive stealth?
Wow,
That'd be a
that's roll.
17.
Wow, that is
Is
actually
this
good to know.
is this dim light or darkness?
It is in fact bright light, as it appears
Oh,
that none of the
darn.
things have. Well, it's halfway. It's like
It's
the lights
fine.
flicker every so often as you keep walking, and you hear that ticking noise. Where's that ticking noise coming from?
There's a fucking
Uh,
bomb.
You begin to unwrap the man. As it takes you a little while. God damn motherfucker! Where the? I don't know how it got jump on me. Thank you.
Yes. Now, what is the ticking?
That'd be. I didn't see it. Apparently, it was over there. And apparently, when someone went to go get it, well, they got snatched. It's the guy over there. And he points towards this room as he sort of walks into. Anyways, yeah, that's me. Hi. Should you
Alright.
stop that? I literally can't.
Oh, did he have like duct tape on him?
You could. I'm gonna roll for luck.
When
Actually,
I
no.
when I ripped off when I was untying him and everything, was that duct tape?
Rolling for luck. That is a 3. It appears that it was mostly wiring and a little bit of straw. Where would you
Straw?
get straw up here? That's weird.
Here, I guess.
And I'm gonna make a con save from him. Yeah, he makes it. Son of a
Alright.
bitch, you could have fucking warned me. Oh yes.
I
Clearly
assumed you
he-
already breathed it in because you are in the bedroom.
Well, it wasn't busted by then.
It's
Oh,
been sitting
God.
in here.
He sort of looks and then he looks to you and just goes, great, it's you. That makes more sense.
Alright, let's go deal with this.
Well, he's looking to Sinclair for that.
I am aware.
I mean,
I'm ignoring that.
that's why. That's another reason why I said Sinclair was covering his face, so you wouldn't be able to tell.
Oh. Perception check from Mr. Agent Man.
An 11.
Just looks to you for a second, brief pang of recognition. Doesn't seem to talk about it. Maybe he didn't recognize you. But either way, you see that there are some other things. Namely, you don't see anything down this way with your passive perception, but you see that there is someone in this room. It is opened, and it appears to be this place with sort of hanging sort of vines of some sort, like rope vines to grab onto, straw on the floor, and a man wrapped in one of those little hanging swing tires. And of course, he's got his pants down as he's like face down.
I really shouldn't be the one doing this.
That does raise a question. Why isn't anyone else doing anything? Fuck. Well, the thing clearly got to us before we could know. We tried getting in, and as soon as we did, it came down. nonetheless.
Let me
With that,
see.
what will you all do? And I'll say that you can roll initiative now, as
We are rolling
I'll s-
initiative now.
just so
Well.
that you can sort of have a rule amount of where everyone is and what everyone's doing.
No, I don't have
And
tiebreaker on.
for all the NPCs, I'll
What are
just
my
roll
20
Jasmine's. Wow.
Hey, does someone want mine?
Any-
I say I can actually do that.
Technically, no. I'm fine being after you.
Alright.
So-
it does not matter.
Inu, this is a familiar sort of circumstance. Everything is fucked up, but this time it's Dr. Atomov isn't running around kookily trying to stop it. It's almost sort of a familiar place. What do you do? Just for recognition, there's ticking, bunch of people hung up, and possibly other things that you haven't found yet, besides the seam in the wall where your brother is accidentally letting out some of his toxins, shall we say.
If anything, I want to try to see if there's a way I can at least rarely cover that up.
Okay, you can
Sure.
make me a investigation check if you wish, because I know perception isn't your strong suit.
Where is? Okay, I was gonna say, where is my investigation?
Where is it? That is
What's
the
in the
question.
eyes, obviously.
No, it's right under my intimidation that I don't have.
How do you look with your eyes, Bert?
Oh,
23.
23. I see. As you're sort of looking around, you find, okay, there's maybe one of those little tire patches, because Atomov at least had a way to sort of solve this. It's like right here, but as you're sort of moving to that area, you see there's something shoved in the corner, right about here. It appears to
Gee, thanks,
be
turn order. I couldn't see it because of the turn order. Much better.
turn order, you have betrayed me. But nonetheless, it is a tiny little, well, it's not tiny, it's a pressure cooker. Apparently, it looks like one of those old kitchenette ones from the 70s, and apparently, whoever had it shoved it full of a bunch of rocks and nails and stuff. That is a homemade nail bomb.
Yo, so that is a bomb. That is not
That
a
is-
cooker anymore.
Yes, you could try and turn it off, but concerning.
That is a bomb.
however, does
Indeed.
not
I'm gonna
help the
make a little
situation.
mental. Yeah, so I'm gonna make a mental note of that. Bomb.
Indeed. However, there is also the little tire patch. You could use that to cover up the hole.
Yeah,
I
I'm
presume
gonna
you do
ignore. I'm gonna ignore the bomb and do that. I think one dangerous thing per situation is good for right now.
Yes. And as you begin to move up, you just sort of slap it over the hole and just it sticks or something.
That's pretty much how tire patches work.
Yep. And you just sort of smooth over it, so it kind of works as, oh, thank God, you can all finally breathe a little bit and not roll Constitution saves at the start of your turns.
Oh, I just stopped breathing.
I just,
Well, good
man,
for you.
I wish
Some of us
I could
have-
do that.
Man, Sinclair did do that.
As you begin to sort of seal that up, Tony just goes, so how was everything at the hospital?
I mean, it was good until you know who got there. Well, you know who's. Both of them suck.
Yeah, that's true. Anyways, I'm guessing that's your new. I don't even want to say boyfriend.
You'd be right in not saying it, so yes.
Yeah, he looks a bit shit.
I don't think he likes me either, so.
You know, that's how it usually is. People don't like us either. Nonetheless, you have done something. Yippee! Hey, Sinclair, what are you gonna do?
Just
As
gonna
you
look
sort
up
of
at the
see,
ceiling.
Probably move myself right here.
I see. You can make me either a investigation or perception check.
I'll do the one I actually have a bonus to.
Wow.
No.
Um, I'll say you discover not all of them. You discover one of the things, which is one of the tiles near Inu, actually. Appears because it's a tile roof. It's one of those popcorn sort of tile things. One of them, or a couple of them, look a little out of place and sort of crumbled a little bit. This one is right near Inu. Do you want to warn her?
Not in the traditional sense.
Ooh.
Can Sinclair try and climb up to one of the tiles closer to him to get up?
You could certainly try. What is your... You could either use... I'll say, what's your passive athletics on this one?
15.
If it takes the full action. 15. Okay. It takes you a little while. Just sort of leap up. Start to push it aside. It's made out of like that corkboard stuff. And you are, as you begin to climb up into it, what are you doing? Son of a bitch, he's going in the goddamn ventilation. You are now in this stretch of dark.
And if it will matter, he is trying to be stealthy in terms of whatever is up here with him, if anything.
That is a good question. I will say you can make me a... You know what? Make me a stealth check. See if you are.
Alright, I'm not sure what else that could have been for stealth, but I won't question it.
Also, whatever
No.
your... What is your past perception is 12.
Still
Let me
12.
just roll something.
Man, I cannot roll double digits. Except for con.
The final experiment.
Something could be up here with you, but you're not sure where. But either way, well, the young master is now in the ceiling. You have a feeling this is going to be a trend. The NPCs, what are they going to do? Wait a sec. Let's see if Jasmine has any insights based on the fact that you climbed into the ceiling.
Sure, that is my ceiling marker, I suppose.
Yep. I see.
Oh, I see,
So I
because you're
managed-
high up.
So you
And you get much higher.
They managed to get their way up and in intentionally. Apparently, whatever it did, yeah, it pulled a couple of people up. Fascinating. A couple of them look a little bit open. That one, of course, but then two others. Do you think that they were random or perhaps a bit more intentional? Nonetheless, that ticking noise. Yeah, that ticking noise. Did anyone find out what that was?
Where is it coming from again?
This corner.
Oh. Probably the bomb.
The bomb?
Did Inu say
yeah,
what?
there
Did
was
Inu
a
talk?
No, that's why I said I will make a note of it and loudly stated, "That's a bomb."
Yes. The
And then
bomb
promptly
miss,
walked
the
away
young miss
from it.
pointed out. Yes. Over there.
I could try and defuse it, maybe.
It's a homemade one. Be
Be
careful.
my guess.
Are you kidding? Sparta. We're Sparta. We know how to do this shit.
It would be good if he had an initiative roll.
Well, he's on the same initiative as Jasmine for now, just because simplicity's sake.
Okay.
He just starts heading off to start doing that, probably.
Wonderful.
The hand does sort of move and just awkwardly sort of looms right next to you. Awkward silence. Anyways, hey! Yes?
All right. Question.
What would you... Hold on, Inu. What were you saying?
I just questioned, yes.
He
It seems so excited.
holds up his hand and then just taps like what appears to be something that would hide a blade.
Question.
I will protect.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Anyways,
Yes.
Desmond.
Yes, question. So this thing was from the jungle?
Jungles of Borneo, yes.
Jungles of Borneo, and that's in Africa?
No, that is in the Polynesian Islands.
Polynesian Islands.
Or the
Are
not the it's next to the Philippines, I believe.
are there large-scale predators there?
You can make me a nature check if you wish.
Cool, I have an idea.
Ooh.
Nature, please. 16.
16. Okay. So it was something that had near human intelligence, but whatever it was, the
It
mutations did
I
influence it.
I am not referring to the creature itself. I am referring to something that may have hunted the creature.
That is a good question.
Like a dangerous animal or something that's from there.
Well, there's tigers, leopards, pythons, and crocodiles.
Wonderful.
Probably.
Tiger will do.
Mm,
I am
nice.
going to cast minor illusion. I'm going to settle it so no one knows where it comes from or how this happens, but a deafening roar of a tiger comes out of a random point.
You can make me an intimidation check.
Do I have advantage?
I will say you can certainly try.
What do you mean I can certainly try? Do I have advantage or do I not?
You can. Let me roll something.
Do I have advantage? You can try to have advantage.
No, you do not.
Darn. Oh,
It,
didn't matter
it would
anyway.
not have helped.
I tried.
Well, you had it, but bad news is, something knows about your
Well,
reputation
technically,
right
it needs to make to see if it can see through. Is it an insight check?
now. Well, it's the exact same for its perception.
The creature. If a creature uses, it must use its action to examine it. And it must be an investigation to directly determine
Hmm.
if it's fake or not.
Gotta wait for its turn.
Indeed, and as it is, initiative count 0.
I was just trying to get it to pop out.
I'm gonna say, let me see if it succeeds on something.
My DC is 14.
It is going to. Okay, so it didn't know it came from you. It's going to
No,
thusly.
I'm going to say it came. I can do it within 30 feet. So I'm going to say it came from like right here.
I see. As it begins, Sinclair,
Hmm?
something is up here with you.
Mm-hmm.
And you sort of see that
Welcome
as you're
back.
Welcome back.
just moving rather quickly somewhere in the darkness. You can make me a perception check if you wish.
Oh, I would love to fail another one. Wow, a decent
13.
roll.
You can see it by the way that it moves, and then as soon as there's that movement, it sweeps down to try and nab someone. And in that light, you can see that it is a very large shape. Almost, it's larger than a human. Its arms sort of long, and it's got fur. The fur is mangy, and you see a slight scar as it sweeps to try and grab someone. Is that a fucking orangutan?
Oh dear fucking
No,
Lord.
it's the experiment. Can't you read?
Yes, you read.
Fine, I'm so sorry. Okay. Let's see if it can hit anyone with this.
No.
If it doesn't have advantage, then no.
It immediately. Well, I'll say that the reason is it
Did
didn't
you
have
use-
advantage because people knew about it, and you see it's actually here because of the noise. A hand shoots down to try and grab at something, then finding nothing, pulls back up rather suddenly.
I'm going to take it this counts as a beast, not a humanoid.
It is certainly a beast.
Fuck.
Ah, hold person's not gonna work here.
Old person, charm person. Command.
I actually can't remember.
Creature command can work.
Ooh. Wait, no, of course command can work. I remember we used it on a rock.
He's still on a rock.
Without a K.
Yes. But either way, hey, top of the order, Edu, that could have been you.
Well then.
That is a very long arm that went down to try and snatch at something, but it didn't.
Ah, the wise man of the forest.
Wise man before.
That's what orangutans are called.
It's a shame he's not in the forest.
Or
There.
No, he's
acting
not.
wise.
I'm just going to erase the little X
I'm-
because, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's going to hate me. Well, good thing he's not going to know it's me.
Not yet, at least. But either way,
It's Inu's turn.
the enemy has revealed itself. What will you do?
Dun dun dun.
I'm gonna look to the person beside me. Hey, you wanna switch spots?
Yes. Just doesn't say yes, just nods.
Oh,
Lovely.
I hear that through Joey.
He's on the move.
Where's he going?
The
Downstairs?
orangutan is moving. I'm also moving. I'm moving to stir my soup. The soup of destinies.
The soup of the god.
Soup
soup of prophecy.
orangutans.
The soup of the orangutan. It's just
I'm sorry,
water.
you're eating orangutan soup, you're gonna be arrested.
Oh,
Yeah.
No, it's a soup made by orangutans. It's
Yes,
You're
just
still gonna be
water.
arrested!
No, no, no,
Like
no,
a
no. He
log.
said it's an orangutan recipe, as in the orangutan came up with the recipe.
Yeah, the orangutan made the soup for him.
Yes.
Yes.
You mean
Like
an orangutan
orangutans can make medicine.
Are you saying it's illegal for an orangutan to make soup?
I'm
Yes.
saying it's illegal to willingly let it while knowing it's doing it. If it does it on its own and you have no control over it, that's fine. The fact that
yeah.
you know of it still counts as animal cruelty somehow.
You are still
Wait.
violating the laws of nature. You shouldn't be doing that. But either way, now that you have swapped places and it is actual combat-ish,
Mm-hmm.
what do you wish to do? Besides the sin switching places.
I would have rather called him the hand than the sin.
I would have
The
rather
hand-
called him the hand as well.
I call him the party's hand because he's the party's hand.
His nickname is Ham.
Handy.
Ham sandwich.
Handy.
Ham
oh.
sandwich.
No, his nickname is Manny. Handy Manny. Do, do, do.
Oh my god.
Wonderful.
Yes. But anyways, it
what
is now
tactical things
combat.
shall you
Do you
do?
have any actions you would wish to take?
I'm trying to see something because I'm pretty sure there is no way God dang it.
Let me just roll some things.
Ah, yes, now they actually matter where they are.
Yes, because it wasn't combat yet.
Not you. Up a bit.
Also, the reason why you don't have their stat blocks is because they
Mhm.
don't fully trust you yet.
That's fine.
That's fine.
Also, I'm now going to roll for the orangutan.
And yes, Taz, if you have questions, you oh hey, we got time.
It's
Yeah, time.
it's more in the case of, hey,
Also, for
I know
also,
it's within hearing.
yes.
Are you going
Al-
to respond for me to know if you heard me? For me to know.
What you
also,
mean
all
sync?
the guys who are
Uh-huh.
alive but
Yeah.
stuck in the bathroom also roll initiative.
Ah, great.
Because since Sync is up in the
He can hear you.
rafters, I know he can hear me.
Yes. Are you just gonna call him a bitch, and that's your turn?
No. He
If
is not-
anything, it'd be the reverse. Jeez.
Yeah, and he has so far done nothing to actually warrant me saying anything mean to him yet.
The meanest
That's
thing he's
mutant
done, and the only thing
racism
he's
also.
done, is call Inu a pup. That
Which
is
isn't
it.
even that mean because Zeno didn't even realize.
Yeah.
Attack it? Maybe?
Attack it.
You're closer? Also, i.e., I think you know what I'm doing.
Yeah, additional attack.
Yeah.
Sinclair will respond when he actually does something.
Fair
Oh, boy.
enough. I'll just assume you heard. Yep.
And that's your action. What about your bonus action?
My bonus action?
Got a lot of stuff.
Yes.
I do have a lot of stuff. It would be nice
the
if I
pain of only having one bonus action. Joey and I know it well.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Such is pain.
Such is life.
What is
I'm
love?
checking to see if the potato and the beans are soft.
Baby, don't hurt me. No more.
Ooh. They're ready.
All right.
It's so much harder to read when you have someone just singing with a monotone voice.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Ah, yes, the live ASMR of Desmond. It's how we've been
Yes.
making money.
Oh my god,
Background
ASMR
this whole
Desmond.
time.
God.
It's the
Got
only
real
way to
close to
make
the
money in this
microphone.
world.
Wrong one.
I mean, I can definitely think of some things you could do, but I'm not you.
Honestly, I was just gonna use my helpful word on Desmond.
What does that do?
Help.
I will. Yeah.
Yes, but I might be casting spells.
When you help an action. Attacking a creature, the target of that. I don't know why I'm just only reading it. I can do that.
Okay, so it just gives me advantage on
Attacks.
attacking attacks. I only have one attack thing. I guess I could do that.
Both of you are level
Unless
3,
you want to
so
use your
yeah.
reaction to, just move.
I'm not planning. I really wasn't planning on getting any closer to the thing. I was just going.
That's kind of why I decided to use helpful word, because I was like, I don't think you plan on moving anywhere yet.
Or if
Yeah,
you're
I
gonna
was.
use a
Use
die,
your turn for that.
you could also rallying market.
Yeah, I was gonna say, would you rather me rather?
I was
do
just.
that.
I was planning on making it make saves. That's the issue.
Yep, it does not specify that I have to be
The
remotely able
creature
to
you
see
don't need
it.
to see.
No, it's just within 60 feet of me.
I think
But
it's
you
within
could
60
give
feet.
that to St. Clair
Well,
instead.
technically it's given to the
It's
creature, and then
more-
just whoever
yeah,
hits
it's
it.
given to the creature.
Whoever hits. Okay, I get it. I get it.
I think if anything, I think I'll just do that, because then it just works for everyone.
That's why I like rallying mark.
Yeah, I will, as my bonus action, rallying mark, the experiment.
No, that just gives people.
Little extra or gives the next person who hits it a little extra damage and some recovery for hit points if they needed it.
Okay,
Yep,
well,
yep.
we don't have any of that, but we should be good with that. So you can.
There's a little bit of an interesting thing as you sort of give this mark. Is it like your mutantism, or is it just your well-defining? Or
I would say, if anything, I'm so tempted to say they just flick something on it and it just has like a weird faint glow to it. Like it's like a laser pointer, that's what I'm trying to say. But you have
Yeah.
no clue where it's coming from. It's like
Yeah.
basically a kick me sign, but just a laser.
Oh, I was just imagining your part pointer. Point!
you
Part
just sort of,
pointer.
Pointer, no, isn't that a thing? Or point?
there's that little pause as you sort of
I know what
notice.
you meant, but I didn't take it as the dog. I took it as a literal laser.
Pointer, yeah.
The aura sort of goes around it as you can see it in the darkness, Sinclair, and it sort of claps itself trying to find out where it's coming from.
No creature can withstand the laser pointer.
No creature. Nonetheless, Sinclair.
Mm-hmm.
Man, so much has happened today. Why did this also have to happen today?
How big are these ductworks?
I don't need you telling me what to do. As he is running above.
It's not like I like talking to you, Babaka.
Do that.
No.
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 God, don't you never do that again, Glutch.
That is your first and only warning.
Ugh.
We will end the stream right here.
The experiment hasn't hurt anyone, has it?
It attempted to snatch me, but no.
That doesn't
Other
count.
than
I
that-
mean, it beat up a bunch of guards.
Nah,
and built
that
a
was it.
bomb.
Would you say that was the last round, Clutch?
didn't do anything while I cared to
Wait,
pay
actually, hang on a second. It
attention.
doesn't say in the last round.
No.
Dealt damage to you or a friendly creature. Are any of the creatures that it has damaged friendly?
Would you consider your former Sparta co-workers friendly?
I mean, right now he's being friendly to us, I suppose.
Yeah. Okay. Fuck it. Yeah.
Alright,
Well-
bonus action. We're grudging it.
Ooh.
That is 1 die gone, 1 die gained, and I shall be scything it. That's the wrong attack, hold on. I shall be scything it. Ooh!
Ooh.
Oh my god.
Oh, when you score a crit with using a weapon, you can move the target up to 5 feet in any direction. You mind sending it down here?
Yep, no, just slamming it down through the tiles.
Yeah, it did not expect whatever it came through to just immediately hit it in the face with like, ow.
That is a lovely, what is that, 27 damage?
Oh, don't forget the rallying mark.
Oh, you're right. What is it right now, Taz? A D6?
D6.
Alright,
2d6?
Yep, that is 2d6 right now.
Oh my god.
Extra 8, so what is that actually, 35?
Does the grudge get doubled?
It should
it's
be
just a
doubled.
fun-
It should be doubled somewhere. I can't actually tell.
'Cause
No,
it just says
it's not being doubled. You're right.
30. Oh my gosh.
Hold on. That's actually not right. Give me a second. Because it is actually plus. I need to roll you. I need to roll you. D6. Extra 3, so 38.
Oh my god.
I want to see the health bar. Okay.
Ow.
You took a chunk out of it, and it falls 5, and it's
It's
pushed 5 feet down.
which makes it fall to the floor.
Indeed, as like just I picture it's not even you slicing them. It's just you punching them in the face with the back of the thing, just right in the cheek, as it just
Well, I just imagine they swiped it down and pulled it.
I was thinking the same thing.
yeah.
As
that.
Sinclair is also coming down with it with the second strike.
Oh.
No.
Well, did it get knocked prone?
Did it?
I mean,
I
it
will
just
say-
fell.
Because it had to fell, it did get knocked prone.
But does a 15 hit?
15 does hit. However,
Oh.
doing so activates its reaction.
When misses with a melee attack.
Oh, misses. Never mind.
It
I thought it was
almost
being
did. Fucking hell.
So you said 15 does hit?
15 does hit it, yes.
Another 12.
Ow.
And I'm no longer on the ceiling. I am down here with the rest of the people. See, I can handle myself.
You did do that after I said something.
That is Sinclair's turn.
All right.
Oh, what lovely banter.
Are we
Miss
setting the
Jasmine?
stun or to kill?
I have no fucking clue, DM. What would Dr. Adam have on this?
Oh, it'd always be spare.
The good doctor would rather it not be killed.
Very well then. She pulls what seems to be, instead of the sword at her side, she pulls a garrote. Let me see if I can keep this thing down. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. There we go.
Oh boy.
That doesn't feel quite right.
She went diagonal.
No, I mean, going into melee.
Well, she is only melee.
Ah, wonderful.
He's like a Ty Lee
Okay.
with garrote wires. Maybe a May. A May might be better.
Okay, that hits. It is now choking. However, it is a concentration-based thing, so that might be a problem.
Mm-hmm.
As he begins to walk up, he sort of releases something at his wrist, revealing this long, curved sort of You know how the Predator had those twin-pronged glove?
Yeah.
That. Just starts moving up to stab it as Jasmine goes, "Spare, spare!" Too late. He's already trying to stab it.
Look, it's gonna take a bit more to kill it.
Nope, misses. As despite being struck down, the experiment is smart enough to immediately roll over with Jasmine still on its back. Huh, this thing moves fast. As you hear in. You know what? It's going to. Let's see if it tries something.
No.
I see. You know what? It actually lets it slip because it rolled so low. As you hear in all your heads, all of you, let me go! Huh. So it can talk. Hey, Desmond, it can talk. In your head, which is weird. But
All right. Well, that parlay.
I will only parlay if you let me free.
You wish to go back to your jungle home, yes?
Where am I? Where is the doctor?
He's in the hospital.
What is a hospital?
Fair question.
All right. He was hurt. Well, he is not feeling well. He is sick. He went to go where they make him feel better. He will not be back for a while.
Did the masked man get him?
No.
Make me a persuasion check to see if you actually get through to him. You're
All
going up
right.
against his insight. If he,
Hey,
hey, that's a nat 20.
what do you make of that,
Shit.
Clutch?
Holy
Ah,
shit.
I'll say that he is
Well,
at least a
then.
little less objectively willing to trap you, but you have not swayed him yet. You have at least had him so that you can keep up a connection. That's good. Nonetheless, what do you wish to do on your turn?
Well, now I don't really want to hit. I feel like if I attack him, I'm going to make everything worse.
Alright, we mean you no harm. I'm going to hurt you now.
We mean you no harm. Give me your. I'm going to chop off your hand now.
Scott, do you have a rough estimate on how much hit points you think he has?
Well, I dealt like 40-something, so over 100 for sure. Probably has
there.
60-ish
He
or
is in double
50-something
digits
left.
right now.
Alright, he was above
He is-
triple.
He was in triple. Now he's in double digits.
He's probably close to 50 or 60, if I had to
Yeah, there's no
guesstimate.
way I'm going to be able to put that big ass man to sleep.
No, not yet.
All right. That was his Oh god, he's pretty good at wisdom, isn't he?
Just a tad.
Pretty good.
He's got a +5 to a lot of stuff.
Don't really wanna.
Or at least what
well,
we've seen so far.
Well, he won't know I cast it. But it's it's a word. It's a word. Fuck. All right. Let's just. Can I?
You know what? I will say this much.
Yes.
He is not a human, but he is a mutant.
What
So
does that mean?
possibly, if you used a little bit of something, you could try and do something there.
Well, I mean, I can command him because command just says creature, but it
I
needs to
see.
be a single word,
What would the word be?
and it only works for an action, and it's only one word, and it has to use its next turn to do it. Hmm. What would work? What would work? He needs to use his next action. I mean, we need him to calm down, I guess.
But that's 2 words.
I mean, in the
Calm.
case of one word, you could just say relax.
Yes. All right. Well, relax. We'll just do.
Oh,
Why
you know
don't you
what you know what I just
relax?
realized?
What?
When I did crit, I still had an extra attack from that crit.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Clutch, would you say it's too late for that, or can I just roll that now?
Fuck it, you can roll for that now. just to see how much it would have
Nah.
affect things.
Yeah,
That...
he was prone.
Oh, shit, you're right.
God dang it.
And another 12!
Ow.
My god, that was like 50-something in one turn.
Why is command not on the? Okay, well, we are going to command, and I'm just going to tell him to take his turn to relax.
That's a good thing.
That's what I'm going to do.
16.
He passes the save. It's a 14. He doesn't know
Okay.
I did it because I have no. I have basically all of my enchantments. Everything are subtle spells.
It's just telepathy
Alrighty.
back in his brain.
It's just.
It is very strange that someone could talk to him in his own brain. And he's a little unnerved by that. As I'm going to have, oh boy, conscripts ain't moving. Because there's traps there.
They in the bathy.
They in the bathy. Very awkwardly.
All 3 of
Loba,
them.
oh boy, Loba has to defuse a bomb. Can he?
We don't need that going off right now behind us.
Especially not right now.
Okay, then it's going to be a passive technology check, which is 11. So it's not exploding, but it's taking a while.
Oh,
The
man.
experiment is like, on the contrary, while I escape, maybe you should relax. And he is going to make a technology check.
They're about to say cast command.
Where are you going to go? We are far from your original home.
My invention will allow my escape. And with that, okay, so that's a +3 bonus to this. Oh, hey, that's a 20. He flings that with a wild. Okay, let's actually see if he can actually grab the 2 of them with this.
He is
Did it
choking, and he is grappled, isn't he?
indeed? But he is attacking Jasmine, and that is a 16, which does hit.
Does he take the 4 slashing damage at the start of its turns?
He does.
All right.
Ow. But he is going to grab her, but instead of grappling with that, he's going to take the shove action. As Jasmine is pushed back, and with a single brush of his hand, he closes the door on her.
Perfect.
So that is one problem eliminated. He is going to. Okay, he needs a way to get back, but he's not going to do that. He is going to risk the opportunity attack moving into the living room.
Is he getting up?
He
All
is.
right.
So that would
I am going
be.
to warn you, if you keep this misbehavior up, I will use force.
Also, yeah, that is an opportunity attack. You are correct.
That's 2
Force
opportunity
allowed.
attacks.
Yes.
Force allowed. Understood.
Do
19
hit?
hits.
Yay! Another 12!
Wow.
Oh
Man,
my
we love
god.
rolling 12.
Oh my
Oh my
god!
god. So
The tag team.
you managed to do it. He grabs to pull him into the blade for like a second before he pushes himself off. Or you'll put me back in the cage like the rest of them.
If you wanted a bigger room, you should have said something. If you
The
wanted to go.
masked man proved that all man is dark and evil.
That is extremely one-sided.
Perhaps if I cut out its tongue, it wouldn't speak.
It's talking in your head.
Lobotomy then.
That would just make it that would make it even more prone to do stuff because then it has no actual common
What?
sense.
If
Looks
you
to you
want
for a
better
second.
accommodations, we can do that. You just have to tell us these things.
You will be able to make another persuasion check on your turn.
Oh no, he lost that.
You lost that ability.
He lost that opportunity.
He can make his case later. Right now, he is getting punished.
Mm.
It didn't hurt Jazz, though.
He
You
did
do notice
not.
that.
I noticed that he did not, but he needs to learn. He's acting like a child.
If anything, I think he hurt her pride more than her physically, considering he literally pushed her into a cage and locked it.
Yeah.
How do you
Indeed.
explain that to someone? I was locked into a cage by an orangutan.
A very smart orangutan, but still.
They are very strong. He's super strong, just naturally, and he is now very intelligent.
They're already intelligent. It's more the
Well,
fact of they
no.
didn't outsmart them. They just used brute force.
I will say, he does have a +4 to his intelligence. Dude's pretty
Supposedly.
smart.
Ah, so he's on my level.
Yes.
He's on your levels.
Yeah, I was just saying I also have a +4.
Oh.
Now we can say that Sinclair's dumber than an orangutan.
Oh my
Yay.
I
god.
think a lot of people here are dumber than an orangutan.
I mean, there's
Definitely the
currently
age to
someone
do-
defusing a bomb and taking
It
forever to
doesn't
do
have that
so.
intelligence, yes.
However, can you two deal 50 some odd damage in a turn?
No.
No.
Speaking of, I can ask someone to do it actually.
Oh.
Whom?
That's even better. I look over at Sinclair. Do you plan on continuing attacking it?
Unless it plans on stopping, then yeah.
Have fun. Go do a crime.
Go, do a
Go,
crime.
Do a crime.
And that's your action.
That is my action, yes.
Okay. Hey, Sinclair.
I don't think it's my turn yet.
Oh,
No,
was there
that's
anything
it.
else you wanted to do on your turn, Inu? My bad.
I mean, I could rally it again. Rallying market, unless I don't need to do it again. No, I do.
Or you can cause it to have
Okay.
disadvantage on its attack.
You're close.
That is true.
Because you've got your tactician stuff.
I do.
So many options.
I opened it as soon as you said that.
That
Stop
don't
looking
cost
at my
dice.
sheet. I know. But stop
I
looking at
know.
my sheet as I go to open and read
I'm not
something.
looking at your sheet, I just know the tactician.
I know. Yeah, I'll just do the disadvantage thing. Because I only
I have a
3
comment I could
dice.
make here, but I'm not going.
Which means for that one, you have to make an investigation against its deception.
Mm-hmm. The...
Clutch, the orangutan must deceive.
The orangutan. Can they deceive you? What do they have to beat?
Well, I gotta roll it still.
As soon as Taz rolls.
I'll say this: you chose wisely with deception.
It's not a
Yes.
choice.
He has to say. You're telling me this.
Alright, Taz, you gotta beat a 13.
Okay.
It is not particularly.
I think I
good
beat a
at charisma.
13! I think I beat a 13.
There's a bit of a pause as you hear it in your head as you're thinking. It's like, perhaps you have outsmarted my outsmarting, but perhaps I can outsmart your outsmarting this time.
That's not proper English.
Well, fuck you then.
Who taught the orangutan how to swear?
I mean, you can't stop yourself from swearing all the time. He probably just picked it up on his own. I mean, he's smart enough to read.
That's why
You
I'm
hear
saying.
Jasmine from inside. Did you teach them how to swear, Inu?
No,
Lady Inu?
no. Why would I do such a thing like that?
They totally did. But anyways, Jasmine, can
What do you mean, Jasmine? What about my turn?
oh god, no, it's all falling apart. Okay, hey Sinclair.
I think he skipped someone.
Hey Sinclair, in trying not to skip you, I accidentally skipped you.
That's
Yeah, I
what
know.
happens when you jump the gun on someone else's turn. You always end up skipping the next person you jump to.
Yep.
Mhm.
That's why I
I
always put
learned
it
that
back.
many a times.
Yes.
All right, go spank the monkey.
For something that's supposed to be so smart, you sure aren't doing anything so intelligent, you big banana.
Big banana.
Big banana.
I hate bananas. Never call me a banana!
God, I wish I had advantage there.
That still hits.
I know.
How have you been rolling crits this whole game? 16, I'll say it.
I'm just doing both the attacks.
Ow.
Alright, so I'm also just gonna click that one twice just because, obviously. Now, the thing is, do I want... I probably don't want to do that, actually. So yeah. Bam. And bam.
12. 12.
Why?
I know why it's so consistent. However... Wait, actually,
That
I
is
don't know why it's so
20
consistent.
9 damage?
What do you mean,
Well, it
9?
says rolling 9.
No, believe me, I know. It's not going to give you the actual roll because of how it's put in. But that is correct. That is...
19.
No, that's not 19. It's 2 12s and a
20
5.
29.
There you go.
29. It is now bloodied.
And Sinclair has insulted it.
Indeed. It could do something dumb, or it could try and escape, or it could try and do something, but it doesn't know as it's Jasmine's turn.
Oh,
Can
wait, no, actually, there might...
Jasmine
Hold on, there might be
defeat
one more thing I can
door?
do. There might be one
Oh,
more
is there
thing I
anything
can
you'd like
do.
to do?
Yep, there is.
Oh my god, what is it?
I do have a bonus action I can use, as Sinclair is going to prep himself as if his body is bulking up, and almost as if taunting the orangutan. Come and get me if you want.
Ooh.
That
Very
is my
well
turn.
then. And as you have this dramatic moment, the orangutan preparing to make its next interesting and intelligent move while you prepare, your body is ready.
I don't like that phrasing.
Yeah.
Can Jasmine outsmart a door?
No.
No.
I mean, she has a +4 to technology.
And +3 to vehicles.
Yeah, she's pretty good all around.
No.
Oh shit, 22. As it was closing, she managed to stick something. You could only barely see it, but it's the blade. It's sideways, and she just pulls it, slowly meanders her way around it. Whew. I see. We are moving through very interesting times. She's going to... You know what?
Hmm.
End of... Oh, wait, no. End of her turn. Oh, wait, no. Hold on. Can she make it? You know what? She's going to move here and just go... You're making enough of a distraction. I can use this. And with her slip away, she grants herself advantage on her next attack, next turn, if it is necessary.
If there is a next turn.
The hand. What will the hand do? Should it... It's going to move your way and just go, do you wish for me to kill this one?
I'm not the one ordering you.
I see. It is going to hold its action until the experiment does something. Hey, Desmond!
Yes, you said it's bloodied now,
It is
It
below
is bloodied.
and what range of hit points would you say it's at?
I'd say on a range from 1 to 130, it's around 40.
That sounds oddly specific.
It's not enough for sleep, is it?
No, not for you.
You could try and
Damn.
hold it to do the sleep.
Well, you can't hold person it.
I can't. So.
Oh, you mean hold your action to cast a spell?
I could do that.
Or simply wait until your next turn.
Yeah, so I could give some damage. Let me read how this works again. Let me make sure I'm doing it right. Moreover, honest turn must choose whether. All right. Well, I think I'll do. Yeah. Why not? Well, I gave you your chance, and you are clearly throwing a tantrum. So we're going to mark off 1, 2, 3.
I was slightly off, but I'm still correct about why it's being 12 all the time.
Mm-hmm.
That is my minimum damage.
Ah.
Oh. Oh.
And we are going to mind whip.
Ooh.
So
Wow.
it needs to make.
Oh,
I'm just
Miz.
standing here as I am giving it the disappointed look, and giving it the thing. You need to stop throwing a tantrum and calm down.
I was gonna say
Half
the only issue
damage,
there
all
is
a
we
success?
know it's
Yeah,
intelligence.
Yeah, I figured it would make the save. I was hoping it wouldn't. Yeah, it's just half.
That's it.
It feels bad. Why
On a
does it feel
success,
bad?
on a
It
success,
shouldn't
it
feel
takes
bad.
half as much damage and suffers none of the additional effects. If it had failed the save, it would have wouldn't have been able to take reactions on until the end of its next turn, and it would have to choose whether it must choose to get either move action or bonus action. It only gets one if it had failed.
I see. And I am going to meander these around since it's people and since it's NPCs that, are vaguely a little more rare. 13. You hear a ding, and then one of the conscripts tries to fire at it, accidentally ruining the moment. So that is a Merc conscript with cover fire. Nope. Just shoot the shot is what starts this whole thing moving in the middle of this accidental standoff, as it doesn't need to. The sofa fails its grapple that it was holding on to as it rears it up to the top and then flings it. Oh, holy shit. You're the sofa is flying at you.
Who?
Who's you?
Sinclair in the Hand of Sin, since you're up first.
That's not an attack. That's not an attack at all.
You gotta make me a dex save.
Do I have to? Do I?
Oh shit!
He's throwing a fucking sofa at you. That bitch! That's supposed to be your sofa. I'm using this as an example because I don't have the damage for a sofa.
Anyway.
Still, you
so
only
it's
take 13
13
damage. That's good.
Oh, I'm not sure that's enough. No, it's not even enough. Is that the best you can do?
Man. Ow.
He's got a lot of hit points.
And it is going to. Oh, man. It's smart, but it doesn't have anywhere really to go. Is it
Sinclair
going
is
to
still
risk it for
staring
the
it down.
biscuit? Oh god, why does it have to risk it for the biscuit? It doesn't want to.
I told you if you would just calm down and stop this.
He tries to burst through the two of you. You could try and stop him from doing so, which would be I guess, a strength save on your part?
If it helps, I cannot be moved against my will right now.
Ooh, okay. In that
Well, he's
case,
got there's rule you can't necessarily move through the
he
spaces of
could
enemies.
squeeze.
Well, no, it's the enemy thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The enemies you can't move through unless you do something or other.
Indeed. Well, either way, he's trying to. In that case, he's immediately afterwards, he's going to try and do something.
Mm-hmm.
That is an acrobatics check.
No.
I would like it
No,
to
he
be the
tries to
7.
leap over you, but I take it you probably stop that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that is the experiment's turn. He's trying to climb over the sofa, but the sofa does not provide much space.
You are not smart, and you are not strong. What is the point of you?
Shut up. Shut up! Hey, you do. What the fuck is going on over there?
Sinclair and the experiment are having a mental argument with each other.
Oh no,
Well,
he's saying this out loud.
yeah, let's just say, well, partially mental.
Yes.
Is there a chance that I could potentially make some sort of roll to remember something of comfort to the experiment, whether it be food or, I mean, less likely, but like an item?
Banana.
I
I
mean,
think,
He
you know
said he doesn't
what?
like banana.
He hates bananas, he hates being called bananas. Make me a history check with advantage, since
Ready?
you've actually been here for a while.
History.
I am half tempted to just
It's
25.
his story.
if I
His
had known he
story.
could talk and I could do something, I would have turned into Asimov.
Nonetheless, as you're remembering. Okay, yeah, no, you remember. Effectively, what happened was you remember the box being brought in by 4 burly armed men, and then just the door being immediately closed as it was opened, and everybody running out as he was trying to find an escape because he was in this room. And Atomov had an idea. He went into the room. That is a bad idea when you're dealing with an orangutan, but it was enough of a show of peace that it calmed him down. You're not sure what pissed him off, but that is the last time you remember Atomov having a good relationship with, well, the experiment.
Hmm. I assume it wasn't just the act of him going into the room with him, because if that were the case,
Eh,
we're kind of screwed.
I mean, you could try.
We're already in the room with it.
Well, we're not in the. Well, I mean, he put someone in the room.
You're not in
We
direct
put someone in
contact
said
with
room.
it.
Yeah, I'm not in direct contact.
I am.
I don't
Not
think
in a
you
good
could do
way.
this. Of all people, I
Yeah.
don't think you could do this. You've insulted it twice.
Take me 3 if you count the initial hit.
Yeah. I mean, that is not a declaration of peace.
No. Technically, the best declaration of peace is to put down your weapon, but I don't think I'm telling you to do that. And by that, I mean I don't think you're listening to that.
Nah.
Yeah.
And I don't have a weapon to put down.
Mm.
Desmond,
Yes.
what are the odds that you can get something across to everyone over there to make themselves seem smaller or at least non-threatening, or that they are willing to be peaceful?
Ooh.
I very much doubt I can get them to do that, but if he gets a little, I might be able to render him unconscious without killing him once he gets a little more, tires himself out a bit more.
Yeah. I just don't want to trust at least two of them to not accidentally do it anyway. And by two, I mean one.
Yes, we'll see what happens.
You don't want me to hear them whisper.
We're not.
I'm not talking about you.
So I guess that is what you do. You grant them.
Yeah,
Alrighty. That's the best you can do right now.
pretty much.
Sinclair, against your will, you have to reason with this thing.
I have been trying to reason with it, but he's throwing a tantrum.
I mean, to be fair, he'd probably be more receptive if he wasn't also being freaking
Attacked
beaten to
by the
death.
world's most spiky man.
Before I roll anything, I just want to make sure, did you or did you not give the extra attack to Sinclair?
I did.
Okay.
I still gave it.
Understood. As Sinclair will get out of the stance he was in until now and look at the experiment. Are you getting it out of your system?
You see that he is this towering thing that's clearly not gotten over all the stuff that's happened. There's mange, there's scars, and clipped to one ear you see MO-SL3, I believe. Yeah, MO.SL3.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna make an insight check on that. You can make me a persuasion or intimidation check, your choice.
Persuasion or intimidation?
Intimidation.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Also, you have advantage because, yeah,
Wonderful. 18.
there's a bit of a pause as it is literally clutching it, and you can see it getting a little angrier, and it's grabbing it, and you can tell that the fingers are pressing and ripping into the couch that is holding you two apart, and then just pushes off of it, like sort of swings his arms a little grumpily, then just sort of shoulder checks the sofa and goes, "Yeah, I'm done." In its psychic thought.
Wonderful.
I love this tantrum from the freaking orangutan. Yeah, I'm done with my tantrum.
I mean, it makes
Or
sense.
not.
Sinclair just walloping this thing for a few seconds, and it's just, you done yet?
The bomb. Give me it. Turn it
We have
off.
it.
I think. Did you turn it off yet?
I
Still
doubt it
working
with
on
how
it.
long it's give.
All right, bring it
I
over
feel like-
here. Have the monk.
Let's-
Have
Bring it
him
over
turn
to civilians.
Everyone-
Are you okay? What the fuck?
You
God,
were taking
wow.
forever to do it. Let the orangutan do it. Clearly, they can do it better.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just the slow move over as it just holding it very gingerly. And then there's the thing, and it just sort of goes, fine, here, you made it. You fucking figure this thing out.
I swear, if it's like the
He
simplest
just takes
option.
off the
If it's just a
crock-pot lid and
button.
dumps out
It'd be
the
even better.
contents.
Yeah.
Dead ass. It is, well, it's a pressure cooker, so it's like
Yeah.
he ever so slightly twists one of it, and then you hear tss,
Boom.
Just released out all the freaking pressure from the pressure cooker.
just very slowly, intentionally, and then just slowly turns it until it goes ding. Just opens it,
Done.
dumps out all the metal, and just you're sure there's probably a boot in there that it managed to get contraband.
Nice.
Cleanses it
Congratulations,
against the
you've been
wall, against
outsmarted. You've been outsmarted by an
against
ape.
Tony's. He flings it against Tony's glass. It doesn't break anything. He's like, "Wow, great! That's a wonderful idea." You got something to say? Oh, what are you gonna do? Kill me? Horrible, terrible. How could you?
You wanna leave my brother alone? He's literally been minding his own business this whole time.
I've literally done nothing. I wanted to work on my flowers. What do
Are
you
those
want?
coming along, actually?
Yeah, I wish there was more sun.
Yeah.
Again, we have a request thing. You can put in requests.
Like everyone's just too
Request
busy
the
doing the paperwork.
Request the sun.
Request for skylights. I don't know. Or UV lights to simulate the sun.
Be
We
transferred
have
to the top
money and other
floor.
things at our disposal. I don't know why you people don't ask.
As
Do you
he's
know how
doing
hard it is
that,
to
he
ask?
just begins to. Loba is just nonchalantly just getting everyone. They're all unconscious, of course. And it's just like, all right, that solves everything.
Man
And
pulled up by his pants.
yes, he just literally is holding him up just by the pants as he just grabs and just looks to you again, Sinclair.
Avoids looking at him.
You did good. Just moves, waves over. Just, all right, boys, you can come out. Did we do good? No, you didn't.
No.
You fired one thing and it was a horrible shot.
It was a nat
You
one.
did
I did-
especially bad.
I didn't even see the shot. I just heard it and I knew.
Wait, where'd you guys come from?
Just a clown car of buffoons.
From the tiny bathroom.
Anyways, yeah, we'll be committing the investigations a little later on. Things should be doing well. And
Yes.
we'll we'll let Sync know if more of that stuff comes his way. I know it is about vigilante justice.
All right then.
And they sort of
Go.
nod as they go, thank you for the help. We
Yes.
appreciate it.
As usual.
Elevator. Goodbye.
All right.
But nonetheless, now you're left with a gigantic orangutan.
No, if you would, please, just tell us what you would like us to do so that way we can make this more accommodating.
I want whatever the masked man who came in and just stop fucking around with my cell, whoever that was.
We will pull up the cameras and find out who this man was. Pull up the camera.
And bigger space. This small.
Yes, I don't know. How did he even get away with this? In all honesty.
I found a way out.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the doctor. How he got away with having such a small enclosure for you.
I mean, to be fair, he was kooky to begin with. It's not very surprising. If anything, I feel bad. I even suggested it to him.
Well,
He clicked at me.
I'll work something out to get you maybe a whole floor to yourself or something.
To be fair, it seems like most of the area in this city is incredibly cramped.
Yes, we'll see that. Well, with all of the layoffs, we probably have a floor or two open. Would you like a bigger room too, Tony?
If it has a skylight, maybe.
I will look into it for you.
I mean, technically, we could have like a whole floor that could have a nice little garden area. Just a nice open window plan.
And also, nobody goes in but me, I figure. That's kind of required.
We will make it work. I will look into the budget for it. Oh boy.
So, let's see. What is... As you're beginning
All
to
right,
just get back into your dealio.
Does he have forgive me, but do you have something you wish us to call you? I look at the experiment.
That is a good question. It just sort of looks around, just goes, I I do not have a human name. They called me Experiment M0S squiggly line 3.
Mo.
That's what I was going to say. How do you feel about Mo?
Indifferent. Better than Mr. Bananas.
I mean, we could say Stein, like Einstein, since you are smart.
Mo Stein?
Most Stein.
Mo Stein.
That are
Almost sounds like a
Mozart, but that's
Mustang.
an artist. That are Mozart, but that's an artist.
Either way.
But yes. All right. As long as you stay on this floor, what is out and about here?
Well, as you look upon the semi-ruined area, but it's still pretty good because, you have the experimental place,
Mm-hmm.
the laboratory,
Mm-hmm.
the living quarters,
Mm-hmm.
which
One
is
sofa
directly
less.
attached because, of course, Atomov would do that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then a little balcony.
All right. Well,
This is your base for now.
Oh, this is oh god, we're sharing it with them. It's fine. All right, as long as you promise not to leave the floor without somebody, or go over with the lab, you are free to roam around the other area. Show them how to use the TV.
As you begin to move around and start to take a decently deserved long rest, you also sort of realize what eventually has to happen. There's not a lot on the calendar so far, but after a couple of days, you are going to have to discuss things with the board members and those who fund the company. Apart from that, well, you do have a company to run and to find out why everything's kind of going shit.
We also gotta find out who the fuck's been fucking with the orangutan.
Who's the
Yes,
masked
don't
man?
fuck with an orangutan.
Who's this?
Who is this mysterious
We go
masked
after
man?
him. I'm gonna let Mo come with us.
Oh boy.
Mo, that's the man.
Kill.
That's the
Get him.
Mo, give him more problems.
Looks like you've
But
got Mo problems to deal with.
And by that I mean orangutan kill. But anyways, as you begin to have the idea of you three plus the other two and the one in the same place trying to figure out stuff.
I'm going to look to getting him his own area, and same thing with Tony.
Indeed.
At least a
That-
sunlight garden.
Yes. That is where we will wrap up tonight's first session of ICTU Crumbling Legacy. Tune in next time when there are more problems coming. I'm not going to call it Mo Monkey More Problems. I wish I could. but that is-
Morangatang.
Dang it. It wasn't even a good pun. No. But anyway. Till next time, thank you for watching, and goodbye.